Hello, this is Sara, Psychic Medium, and this is the Virgo 2021 Psychic Guidance, Insight and Predictions. If you'd like a private reading at the end of this vlog, then please go down to my website www.saraperrypsychic.com. And if you do enjoy this vlog and you haven't already done so, please do like, share and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. So what a year 2020 has been and still is, because I'm recording this in November. And Virgos 2021 is going to be better. Okay, it's not going to be worse. I do feel you're going to be striding ahead, feeling more independent, but you're going to start off with a big crossroads, a big change. This could be in career or relationship. I feel like something could be found out just before the new year begins. Remember that don't make this resonate with you. If it does, it does. But for some of you, I feel like you could find that somebody's cheated on you in some way or another. Now, it doesn't have to be in love, like somebody's actually had an affair, but it could be they've cheated on you in another way. Like, because what I feel, it's like they've cheated on you. Either they don't want what you want, or you thought they wanted the same thing the whole time and they didn't. You know, maybe you wanted to have a family and you had a plan, or maybe you were going to, once everyone moved out, you were going to move to Australia or, or emigrate somewhere. And then suddenly it turns out that they didn't want to anyway and they had no plan of doing, they were just keeping you quiet. So there's that kind of cheating. There's the cheating where someone's actually having an affair, or there's a cheating where I feel somebody's taken something you wanted, like they were going after the same job and they were doing it underhandedly, or talking to the boss, or they were going for something you didn't realize. Now, if that is the case, then I feel like the crossroads is important for your relationship, as in who you invest your time in. That could be relationships in general. So it could be a wake-up call of actually putting your trust into certain people, or taking their word for it and not actually watching their actions. It's also a crossroads that actually maybe if this is to do with the job, that maybe that wasn't the right one anyway, because whether somebody is underhand or not, or whatever they've done, if something is meant to be yours, it will be. So just be reminded of that, because I feel this is coming up not to kind of make you feel like, oh no, this is going to happen, it's going to be really awful. It's more about saying how strong you are and how a new path is coming in, and it's going to be so much better anyway. So whatever happens, this is actually the start of something new. You've got to watch your old demons, all right, and watch the old influences. And I think it's going to be really aware. You're going to suddenly start going, oh God, I saw the signs anyway. Yeah, actually it was all there all along. But just don't go down, into that. It's all, oh, woe me, it's the world's ended, that kind of thing, because we've already had that in 2020. I do feel that it could cause you to doubt yourself, so watch that. That could be, that's a waste of time. That's what Spirit is saying. Don't start blaming yourself. This was kind of set up. And it could well have been that you were going for the wrong job, or maybe you weren't looking at things in the right way. You weren't giving yourself enough value. Or maybe the person that you're with isn't the right person for you, and there's someone so much better and you've just been shown the way. Now, if this is somebody who has left you, or something has happened, if you do split up with somebody, or I think this is more about if you've already split up with somebody in 2020, I do see a return. So if anybody is waiting for a return, I feel like it will happen in 2020. But I'm getting July, August time. Now, don't sit and wait, because that isn't the answer where relationships are concerned. Or anything. In fact, if you sit and wait, you're actually missing out on other opportunities, because you're putting your life on hold. That isn't the point. Remember, some of this will be for some people and some for not. It's a psychic reading. But the thing is, the most important thing about this return is I feel like it's something that maybe you want, and you'll get a phone call to say they're coming back, but I'm not sure you'll want it when it happens. So that's another reason for not putting things on hold. And time does depend on us. So even if I said August, it could be June, it could be December, because if you're kind of thinking about it and thinking, they're going to come back. I always have to be really wary when I do private readings with people to say, and someone says, are they coming back? Because you can give hope and you can give positivity and inspiration, but actually giving someone too much definition when someone's desperate or feeling really lost and alone is not always the best thing, because then they hold on to that information and then they create the whole life around it, and that actually is causing more limitations. So Spirit is saying the biggest message is that, if something is meant to be, it will be. But there does look like there is a return here of something. It is something you wish for. It's something that was gone. If, for instance, this is connected to somebody cheating or whatever, then maybe if it's meant to be, like I said, then it will come back. But I do see you in two minds about it. You're not 100%. So maybe that's saying you've got a choice, really. It's going to make you question a lot. Whatever is going to happen at the beginning of this year is going to bring a lot into question. There is a battle. I mean, or an argument with a relationship, an important one that's going to come up, which is to do with home and family and security. But it's going to give you more information than you've had before, ever. This could be a relationship that you're in, a new relationship. It could be a family situation. But it feels like it's going to uncover an awful lot of truth. Something's going to come out of this. It's very, very important. Your intuition is going to be really strong this year. Just stay grounded. I just feel there could be a lot of ups and downs. There could be a lot of crazy stuff happening. You wanting to go forward. You're going to want to speak your truth. You're going to want to get things moving. And, there could be these little hassles around you that you've got to be dealing with. Where you need to really remain grounded. You are in a sign, but I just feel that these things could kind of be lifting you out of your roots a little bit. There's a new inspiration coming for a project or some new path for you. I feel this is to do with career. It could be a renovation of some kind, or a new job, or a new, entrepreneurial prospect. Again, it's something that you've wished for. I feel like you're going to get the idea, but it's around an original wish. So it could be the inspiration of how to implement it, or when to start. What's the best way to get this going, kind of thing. It's a very powerful energy around it. I feel it. You're going to feel instinctively this is the right time. I feel like if you need investment, the investment's going to be there. The security's going to be there. Everything will be in place, because I can kind of see you standing there going, right, okay, yep, that's there, yep, everything's there. Everything is right. All the boxes are ticked. And when that happens, that's the right thing. Now, there's victory on an emotional level as well. I feel like you're going to come out of this dark fog, or fug, actually, they're saying, during this year. It's going to be a sense of clarity coming in, where you've maybe been in a fog for years and you've never really quite understood something. Maybe there's been an issue going on in your family or just around you. You've never understood someone's motives, or where it was all going to end up, or you never understood what your path was in life. What was your focus meant to be? What was going to be the most successful thing for you? That kind of stuff. And all of a sudden this fog clears and you just think, oh my God, I get it. And I think that could be where the inspiration is, or you realise your dreams. You suddenly think, oh my God, I know what I want now, and I could do this at this moment, and everything's changed. But it's because I think any changes that come in, even if you've got an argument, or, I've said about the stress, this kind of thing, I think it's all going to be for the good. I think it's all to get you where you need to be. Write things down this year. If you want to write a book, write one. Get it down emotional. Get down your emotional self on paper, or write something emotional. If you want to write someone a letter, get a pen and paper and do it properly. You don't have to send it. Just get all your thoughts out of your head. Start getting to know yourself on an emotional level, on a deeper emotional level. There's a breakthrough somewhere with kids here. Now, this issue that I was talking about could be to do with, an argument, or so it could be to do with a child or a younger member of your family that has been misunderstood. This fug that I've been talking about coming out of that could be to do with this. This is a breakthrough that's happening. And I'm seeing much better progress. I do have the sign of Pisces here and a much better pattern happening. So it could be an issue you have with a partner who's a Pisces. It could be a child who's a Pisces. It could be it all gets better around that time, which would be February, March. But there's definitely, It's connected to family and relationships, and it's something that it's just going to be better for you. I feel like you've lost some kind of creative mojo over the last few months, and that's going to come back into play with another crossroads and a breakthrough that happens for you. This is going to push you into the limelight. It's going to push you to do something that you've wanted to do, you've dreamed about doing, but you maybe didn't have the confidence to, or you didn't want to push yourself forwards at that time. I feel like you're the one that's stubborn with yourself a lot of the time. You hold yourself back. You'll do something else instead of doing what you should be doing, which is good for you. There's emotional victory here for you. Balance, a better mindset. And like I say, I think that you maybe control, I don't think you're controlling, but I think that you hold yourself back. You control yourself. Which can be good sometimes, but sometimes it can go against you if it's too controlling, or it's, it creates a stubbornness. Everything will come to a head. That's what you're being told. What goes around comes around. Everything will evolve and will revolve. I really think this is going to be a year where a lot of things become very, very clear for you, and you start realizing what your true purpose is, what your true mission is, what you're meant to be doing, where you've maybe allowed other people to influence you, maybe you've held back through your own stubbornness, or you've talked yourself out of things. Suddenly you're realizing what that means, and maybe people leaving, coming back, or whatever. It's all part and parcel of it. All these changes that are going to come in are going to be major breakthroughs of learning for you and really help you progress forwards. But I think particularly on an emotional level, there's such a big transformation, and it's going to be, you'll be so much more balanced and so much at peace with yourself. So the last thing I'm going to say is free yourself. Just always think, what do I do next? Free myself. What will free me? What will help me feel free? Because when you're feeling free and you're in the flow, everything flows. Everything's just floating around and you're just having a fun time. So free yourself. Have a great year, or beginning and the end of the year, whatever, because I'm doing this in November. If you want a private reading, just get down to the website. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.